Welcome back to another episode of the Elixir Lounge. I'm Zach, and we're here at Galindo's Coffee and Elixirs in the Woodlands, Texas. And today I'm going to be showing you guys a variation of an espresso martini, but we're going to be using a very unique and interesting rum. So come on down, grab a seat at the bar, get comfortable, and let's create some magic. One pour, one stir, and one sip at a time. The elixir that we're going to be making today is called the Mayan 66, and there's a very specific reason why it's named that. So to start off, we're going to be using a very unique rum, something that's not very orthodox when it comes to rums. This rum is actually made in Guatemala. And the reason why I chose to use this rum for this particular drink is because of the flavor notes that it has. Because it's from Guatemala, the sugar cane that they use comes from an area that's really close to volcanic activity, high altitude, and so the flavor notes that it's gonna bring out are gonna be completely different than your traditional Caribbean rum, and I think that goes really, really well with coffee. Now we're also gonna be using Licor 43. So the name, the Mayan 66, comes from the rum that we're using, which is Zacapa number 23, and Licor 43. So 23, 43, math majors, 66. So the Mayan 66 is what the name ended up being here, and it's very, very delicious. So we're going to be using the rum, Zacapa 23. We're going to be using Licor 43, which is going to be a sweet profile type of liquor, but it's also going to have some really nice spice notes to it. It's called Licor 43 because there's 43 different ingredients and natural flavors that are used to make up this cocktail, and it has a very, very unique taste to it. We're also going to be using what's called Orgeat, or some people like to call Orgeat, but it's actually pronounced Orgeat. You normally use this in a lot of tiki drinks. It's essentially going to be an almond flavored type of syrup. It's essentially going to be made with a little bit of almond milk, some simple syrup, and then a little bit of orange blossom water. It's got a very unique taste, but it's going to be definitely on the sweeter side of the flavor profile. And then of course, like we do with the majority of our coffee drinks, we're going to be using the Galindo's fresh cold brew here. I just pulled this one fresh from the tap, so it's as fresh as it gets. So let's start building. We're going to start this off shaking it. It's going to end up going in what's called the Nick Nora glass. It's kind of a variation of a martini glass, but it goes really, really nice with the overall look of the cocktail, and it leaves just like a really nice kind of sexy kind of look to it. So to start off, we're going to start with our rum. And this one is going to be Zacapa number 23. This rum has a very, very distinct flavor. It's almost naturally tasting like hazelnut, coffee, kind of those tones, not so fruit forward as most other Caribbean rums. So we're going to do 1.5 ounces of the rum. We're going to do 1/2 ounce of Licor 43. We're going to do 1/2 ounce of Orgeat. Now this is going to be really thick if you make it right, so the consistency of it is very, very rich. And then we're going to do 2 ounces of our fresh cold brew. So it's not a hard recipe. It's not hard for you to make. If you guys are making this at home, you just want to make sure that you're using quality coffee, quality cold brew. And if you can source these specific alcohols, trust me, you guys are going to love it. So now we're going to shake this up. Now remember, anytime that we're doing a espresso martini variation, you've got to shake it up more so than you would a normal martini, because you want to build up some of that froth and you want to build up a really nice mouthfeel. This is going to go in a Nick Nora glass. Now you guys are going to see how nice and frothy this gets. Now it's going to separate. You're going to have the head of it, kind of like a beer, and then the liquid underneath it. This here, we're gonna top off with a dehydrated orange. It's not gonna really give it much of an orange taste to it, but you will get some of the aromatics. And it gives it a really nice look to it. And there we go, this is gonna be our Mayan 66. All right, we're gonna go ahead and give it a taste. It's super good. This here is gonna be a nice bold coffee flavor to it. A little bit more bold than our La Familia Martini. You don't taste too much of the rum, but the notes are there. It's not overly sweet. It's a really, really nice balance. It's almost refreshing in a way, believe it or not. It's just a really nice, super easy to drink type of cocktail. I really enjoy this. So all you rum lovers, you've got to try this one out. I'm telling you, it's a really, really nice variation on an espresso martini. So if you find yourself in the Woodlands, you've got to stop by and try out one of our elixirs and let us know what you guys think. So thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for our next episode where I'm going to take this espresso martini variation and we're going to swap out the rum for bourbon. So really nice, interesting take on the espresso martini. If you guys like the content that we've been putting out, we're putting out weekly videos for you guys. Like, subscribe, share with your other cocktail loving friends, and make some of this at home and let us know in the comments what you guys think. So until next time, we'll see y'all then. Thanks again.